Dr. Dhanpaul Narine to give us a Diwali message. Now, Dr. Dhanpaul Narine is absolutely no stranger to this community. This year, you know, I thought he would be the best person to give us a Diwali message because this year makes 32 years for his television program, which is called Jyoti Satsang. Jyoti means light, Satsang is music, right? So he has been doing this program for 32 years, commercial free, guys, commercial free. He brings it to our community every year. So he lights up our homes every Saturday on channel 77 on ITV Gold, sorry, channel 77 on ITV Gold every Saturday, again, free. Most of the programs are done at the Sri Trimurti Bhawan. So, you know, we want to thank you. It's funny because he writes for the West Indian and he does a profile every week on someone in the community. But you know what? We've never really stopped to do a profile on Dr. Dhanpaul Narine. And he is so much deserving. One thing, my mom is visiting from Guyana. And when I said Dr. Dhanpaul is going to do the Diwali message, she says, perfect. She said, when there was nobody, he was there. Whether somebody was there, there was not there, but he was there. Yeah, give him a big round of applause. And she said whether it was rain or snow, and I think what she said, you know, I'm not going to say what she's going to say and what she said because she's probably going to use it in her speech, but she's looking a little tired, so I'm not sure she's going to make it. She just had, give her a big round of applause, she just had a quadruple bypass surgery, and she's here today. But she said that Dr. Dhanpaul, when they only had about 50 people, said to her, you know, Dali ji, this parade, one day it's going to be the biggest parade that people are going to talk about when it's Diwali. And you know what? I believe New York City is the only state in the United States of America that does a Diwali parade. So no matter what, we are the biggest because, I mean, it's 10,000 people now, but we're the biggest, we're the only state that does it. And, you know, I want to thank you so much for all of the hard work that you do in our community. You're there for every event. I know when I took over, when Mom moved back to Guyana, I think you were the only one there at the meeting, right? I called a meeting, and he was the only one there. And he said, Lakshmee ji, I'm here. What do you want me to do? And he's been here year after year after year. So guys, please give Dr. Dhanpaul Narine a big round of applause. He will be giving the official Diwali message this evening.
Shubh Diwali. Well, Lakshmi ji, you said it all. There's nothing much for me to say. And my brother Pandit Chunilal also said a lot. So I want to wish all of you, I'm not a very long speaker. I'm behind the camera rather than in front of it. But on behalf of the many organizations that I represent, I want to wish all of you well. I see my cousin Dimple from Brooklyn is here, and Dimple is running for a seat in District 46. Support her. And on this occasion, I'd like to invoke the memory of Pandit Ramlal from the Arya Spiritual Center. So let's hear it from the Dharmacharya Pandit Ramlal ji, please. And my brother Naro Bali is here too, who is one of the leading lights in the community. So Naro, thank you for all your services. Diwali is a very special occasion. And today, as you've heard, we created a history in the United States of America. Whether you support this side or that side, I'm not a politician, but I can tell you that while we are celebrating Mother Lakshmi, we have another distinguished lady who is going to be in one of the highest offices in Washington, D.C. And we recognize that and we send our best wishes and felicitations to her. Now, Pandit Ramlal, as you heard, was the one who started this whole thing. And then Sister Dolly, by Lal, and others took it up some years later, right? And we were over there in the ground, and there were like 10 people that year, lots of snow and ice on the ground. And you know, sometimes those things tend to make you feel low in spirit. And we said, no, we're not gonna let that happen because this is just the start of something very big. And the precinct allowed us to walk only on one side of Liberty because we didn't have enough people to take both sides of the road. And I said to Sister Dolly, I said, don't worry, don't be disappointed, don't be dejected. These things happen. This is going to grow and it's going to be one of the biggest ever in New York City. And that is what happened. The Diwali motorcade is one of the biggest now in North America. And I'm so proud to be part of it, because my job, as Brother Vijay from the United Madrasi will tell you, my job is to work with the children of the city to educate our young people so that they could do well. And when Sister Lakshmee asked me to be part of this movement, I willingly agreed after her mother and Bailal migrated to Guyana. So Lakshmi ji, what an appropriate name for night of Diwali, Lakshmi and Mother Lakshmi. So give Lakshmi ji and her team a big round of applause, please. And these beautiful ladies have been with her year after year. They have worked well, and we want to congratulate Lakshmi, the Divya Jyoti Association, for the great work they're doing in this community. We want to, yes, let's hear it for them, please. The Divya Jyoti Association, lighting up Liberty Avenue, and you see the lovely sign there. I want to recognize Councilwoman Adrian Adams, who is here, as well as my very good friend, Khalil Anderson. Give them a big round of applause, please. Wonderful people. And my brother Kishore, I mustn't forget him. He and I have been through many, many, many years of working for this community. So Kishore ji, thank you very much, sir. Once more, thank you for being here on behalf of the Divya Jyoti Association. May the light of Mother Lakshmi light up your lives year after year, week after week, and may we meet again in happier circumstance, when all of us will be unmasked and we'll walk on Liberty Avenue again, brothers and sisters, hand in hand, in love and harmony. Thank you very much.
Dancers that I'm going to bring up are from the Nataraj Center for Performing Arts. Nataraj was one of the first groups. I mean, these two young ladies, they weren't even born yet when Auntie Barbara came out and they performed, and they had one of the first cars, the floats, all the students came out. And today, 20 years later, we're honored to have both of these young ladies. They're going to be performing Swagatam Krishna to he who is honored and he who is brave, he who killed Madhu and danced with Kalinga. Oh Lord Krishna, we welcome you into our hearts as we bow to your feet. Performed by Angelina Young, Amanda Singh, senior dancers from the Nataraj Center for Performing Arts. They're presenting Swagatam Krishna. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause. She is Pulmati Yankaran. She is the wife of the late Sham Yankaran, where I know many people in our community, listened to his music, bought the CDs, probably back then it must have been records. Anybody remember what a record is? Why are the older people acting like they don't know? You guys know, you know. So next up is Auntie Pulmati Yankaran, and she has supported the Indo-Caribbean community for many, many years, and we are indeed honored and privileged to have her here tonight. She will be singing a very known song to all of us, Hey Annadanaki Maharani. So while she sings, I know everybody here knows Hey Annadanaki Maharani, and I would like everyone to join in with her. Auntie Pulmati.
Sitaram and happy Diwali to each and everyone.